Karen says, I have a question about the solar plexus mutation, particularly about stage 4. My question is about the 1949 breaking apart and how it relates to animals. On the right are my notes from what you said, but I'm wondering what it all means. Maybe we don't really know. I'm asking because my side hustle is working with horses. I'm an equine energy healing practitioner and also do animal reiki. As well, I volunteer at a couple of horse rescue sanctuaries, one of which is very much into animal rights. And I feel like she's on the leading edge of all this. I'd like to share some of this with her, but not sure what to say. I'm also curious because my gate 19 is my unconscious earth. So it's hard to break in and talk just about stage 4, but the way I would say is that here's what I'll say. Mammalian animal circuitry does not look like the human design chart. We are designed differently than pure mammals, dogs, cats, horses, etc. We, through the 1949, all mammals or the mammalian circuitry has the 19. We have the whole channel. Ra taught that one of the things that grounds humans, that gets them grounded in their energy and present on the planet, is eating meat. That when we eat meat or when we eat mammals, not so much chickens, but mammals, that energy from that mammalian connection from eating actually grounds us. And that as this comes apart, is the energy flow between the 1949 actually separates and it's no longer connected. Our need for meat as part of our energy field is shifting. And I think it's interesting. It is definitely interesting to note that a lot of the things Ra talked about in the solar plexus mutation are sort of coming true. I mean, how much of our conversations now are about plant-based diets? That's like a 10-year-ish thing. That wasn't so much of a thing as it is now. We really talk about the health and the sustainability of plant-based diets. I do believe that's kind of a symptom of that's coming apart. What that does is it's a really kind of the final delineation for us moving out of this intimate energetic connection with mammals in the needy way that we've been in our relationship with mammals, and allows us to actually have, I believe, a very different relationship with nature in general, that we're not so much dependent on it is in the sort of circle of life food chain kind of way that we were, but instead we are redefining what is sustainability, and our relationship with nature and the natural world is changing. I will share. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I will share something else. This is the advantage of being Gen X and having been here a long time and understanding how to use dry erase pens and laminated papers. I will tell you that people did not have the same relationship with dogs 20 years ago as they do now, or puppies or whatever. Go look at, I mean, maybe it's just my Instagram feed. I was laughing because right before we logged on, I was crying, and I was like, does it look like I've been crying, Hannah? Because I follow this blind dolphin named Casper in the Bahamas, and they just found out that he was blind, and watching the pods swim with him and helping him. And it was so sweet. And I'm like, this is not what we used to do 20 years ago. We didn't care that much. I mean, our relationship with the animal world has shifted, at least in the Western world. And I do think that we're almost more intimate in a way with our pets and our animals, and our connection is more intimate than us just having them be work dogs. Or a horse is like, I live where there's a lot of Amish, and their horses are really work horses. I mean, they're plowing the fields right now. It's just different, right? So I think our connection with the animal world is changing. And certainly I would say when we look at horses and we look at heart entrainment, and a lot of the research that's come out recently from Heart Math Institute about how the horse heart actually co-regulates with the human heart, and that horses can actually cause us to slip into a state of coherence, that there's a lot there that the horses, and I think probably dogs do too. I mean, my dog can heal my anxiety instantly just with a cuddle. That I think there's a lot going on there. I don't know how exactly to describe it, but I just sense it. So